So guys, Raincloud here. So I'm coming at you today with something of an unboxing video. A bit different to previous ones, because normally I've liked to try and make it kind of fun and do it out in public, but I've noticed I've actually got one of those in the making. It's been in the making for over a year now, I just haven't gotten around to editing the footage together yet. And I thought, this thing that I bought yesterday, and I'd like to actually get the video done and out there, like faster than, say, a year. So I thought I would just do it super ghetto on my webcam in my fabulous, enormous Tokyo apartment, and just get it done. So I'm trying to look at webcam, even though it's kind of hard not to look at the image. So hopefully my gaze isn't going to be too off-putting. Anyway, yesterday I was killing time, and I was out in Shibuya waiting to go and watch a really boring game actually, Sunderland versus Liverpool football match. Very boring. But I was waiting for it to start, so I went to Bookoff, which is a second-hand store, mainly, as the name suggests, for books, but also for games and other stuff too. And I didn't know this, but it had been rejigged. It's now a lot bigger and more spacious, so I was more inclined to spend some time in there and really have a good dig around. Now, previously Bookoff has been kind of, I'd say, middle-tier second-hand gaming thing. It's just pretty good. I found some pretty rare stuff there, but I wouldn't put it up there with some of the Akihabara specialty second-hand game stores, or even Trader in Shinjuku, where I got some really cool stuff a while ago, including the Alan Wake special edition. But anyway, it's pretty good. And I went there and had a look around, and I bought a few things, which are in this black bag. Well, let's start with the more obvious. I bought a couple of Saturn games, I think. This is going to be back to front, but I guess I can flip the image in iMovie if I can be bothered, which I probably can. So the first game I got is Last Bronx. This is a kind of 3D fighting game. I think late era Saturn, in the arcades first, I'm guessing, then released on the Saturn. It was developed by AM. I think I'm right in saying it was developed by AM3, not the more illustrious AM2, who did Virtua Fighter and Fighting Vipers and other games with Fighter in the title, probably. AM3, who did Sega Rally, I believe, made this game. And I think the gimmick is that everyone has weapons in it. I can't really remember. Like, it really was late in the day when I think this came out. They're kind of cartoony back to it. Let's take a look inside. So moves list, it looks pretty, I mean at initial glance it looks pretty similar to Virtua Fighter style moves, which would surprise no one, I think. No doubt lots of colourful characters, adventures to be had. I'm quite looking forward to playing this game, and I know really nothing about it. Two CDs? Special disc, sugoi. I love special discs. And what's this? You can't see because I'm positioning this really bad. All kinds of guarantees, I guess, and instructions and stickers. Stickers. What is this? All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Character biographies. See, emphasis on weapons. Weaponry seems to be quite central to this. It's falling apart everywhere. So anyway, that looks really cool. That cost a princely sum of 350 yen, which in English money is not very much. It's something like £2-3, something ridiculous. So that's Last Bronx. Another game I got for also 350 yen, Dark Savior. Now, as I recall, I think this is some kind of adventure RPG type deal. This game, I think, was when Sega were really trying to... is it by Sega? I can't remember. But there were ongoing doubts about the ability of the Saturn to handle truly 3D gaming. And I think the gimmick in this game was that you could swivel the camera around from 4 different angles, like diagonal kind of angles on the game. Will I ever play this? It's doubtful, but I like the haircuts on the characters. This one reminds me of the dude from Virtua Cop, but blonde rather than brown haired. Inside, is this by Climax? It looks like. There's an evocative name. So maybe this was released on PlayStation 2. I don't know. Instructions in Japanese, but that's fine. I'm in Japan. Controls. So it came out after Knights, obviously, because that's the Knights game controller. Anyway, that looks interesting. Hopefully I'll get around to playing it one of these days. I will never play this game. One game I'm definitely going to play though, I'd be a criminal not to play, Tokyo Bus something. So what I can read here is Tokyo bus. I think this means inside, and I don't know what this means. Do I? I don't think so. Inside Tokyo Bus. Maybe simulator, it could mean. Anyway, the graphics look fucking amazing. Driving around, picking up people without a care in the world. And this is on the Dreamcast, clearly. So hopefully that takes in some real life destinations. If so, maybe I can do some special Tokyo Bus inside, maybe simulator, real life videos. Visiting some of the locations. Anyway, this isn't what I'm here for. What I'm here for is something else. So normally when I'm in Bookoff or other second-hand books, game stores, I look at the games and I forget to look around anything else, because, you know, games are what I'm there for. But I realised yesterday there are always lots of books around, especially in Nakano Broadway. There's like a whole massive wall full of books in the game section. So I'm like, I decided yesterday to take a look, and what did I espy? Oh, by the way, Tokyo Game Simulator Inside Busman was also 350 yen. I found a massive fat guide, well, loads of gaming guides. This one is for Twilight Princess. Flawed, but nonetheless, I think, brilliant Zelda game. And it's pretty sweet. It feels good. It feels like a book. Looks like a book. So it's opening from the right to left, on account of it being, I think it does. Ugh, Japanese and all. Zelda. Play more. Good advice. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it's left to right. There's a poster inside. So there are loads of these, loads and loads, and most for PlayStation, which saddens me. A lot of Nintendo as well. But pretty sweet, no? The old Zelda, Twilight Princess poster. And what's this? It's a map for when the in-game map isn't doing it for you. There's an out-game map of Hyrule and its various locales, each populated by fewer people than the last. So what's in the book? Well, the book is in Japanese also, which is fine, as I said. Introducing characters, Link, kimono. That must, I don't know what that means. Kimono. I don't remember that name being referenced in the game. Maybe that refers to Wolf Link? I don't know what Japanese is for wolf. Zelda, looking lovely as usual. Midna, witty, insulting, and a whole cast of characters who were very unmemorable in the game, but maybe if you read the book, they'd have more to them. So, information on all the characters, lots of information on all the characters, and then, yeah, so it is left to right like a Western style book. Chapter 1, system. Something. So I guess it's going through the controls of the game. Like this is a big ass book for, you know, pretty simple to control game. It's very, very, very detailed. I'm guessing it's going to give a rundown on different dungeons and such like. what do we have here? This is this is explaining how the map system works, I guess. I can't believe that you think someone who is dedicated enough to buy this book would already be comfortable dealing with this stuff. Like, but I mean, I still like it. So more guiding, more of a guide, I guess, to navigating around. So what I should do maybe is get more acquainted with these books. And so here's one of the bosses. That's a boss from the first dungeon, the forest dungeon. Babadanto. Yeah. So, guides through all the dungeons. This is a crazy detail for obviously a very dedicated fan base. So anyway, as I was saying, maybe I'll go through this in more detail in a separate video for all you Zelda fans out there. I know you exist because there are books made for you. I was looking, and there was PlayStation, and there was Nintendo, and I was thinking, yo, Mac, this is fine, but where's for Sega? Where is for Sega? And they're all stacked like this, side by side. So I'm looking for a Sega, logo, and I couldn't see nothing. I could not see shit until I did see shit. I was looking back and forward again and again, and finally I noticed. What's this? Sega. Marvelous, I thought. What's that going to be? Maybe Sonic is most likely, I guess, or Virtua Fighter, or I don't know, one of the more popular games. So I then looked further down the spine, as tradition dictates, and I saw Azel, which means Panzer Dragoon, which means fucking amazing. This is an official guide to Panzer Dragoon Azel, or as it was known in the West, Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is probably the second most popular game on my channel after Geometry Wars 2. Like, I did a full playthrough of Saga, and like some of the videos have 10, 11,000 words, which is massive for a channel of my size. So I'm looking at myself, not at the camera. So I will certainly be doing a standalone video revealing the many secrets contained within the pages at a later date. But how cool is this? So what we've got here, SoftBank amusement books. Well, it is amusing the crap out of me. More awesome artwork from the game. Bit of a spoiler. There's the map from the game. It's a little bit less polished than the Zelda map, but Panzer Dragoon Saga was not known for its polishment, if that's a word, which it is. It's known for being amazing. So here are the developers, I'm guessing, of said game. And getting into the story. How cool is this? I've never heard of this being... I'm sure this was never released in the West, because the game came out far too late in the lifespan of the Saturn, and Saturn wasn't popular enough anyway, and who's going to buy it? No one. Character of Azel. Azelu, I guess. I won't even try and guess. Edgy. There's a U-control in Panzer Dragoon Saga. All kinds of character artwork going on. Kramen. Bastard. And yeah, so guides for different areas of the game. I just saw one. Yeah, so bottom of the excavation site. So this is pretty early in the game, as I recall. So this could just be a really beginner one. It shows you the ropes. Oh no, Seeker's Commune Tower. These are later areas. Certainly the tower is later in the game. Uru. Oh, so little introductions to all of different areas. Georgius, Guardian, Dragon, Uru, which is one of the really cool areas, really eerie areas of the game. So this is totally swanky. I'm sure there's information on the combat system. Looks like they're breaking down different enemies and stuff. This, I'm very pleased with this purchase, and this one, a really rare guide to as far as I'm aware, to a rare game. This costs 360 yen, which is only 10 yen more than Tokyo Bus Simulator Inside. And this would throw this away at 200 yen, which is the cost of 2/3 of a drip coffee in Starbucks. That is a small one. So I've been going on 15 minutes. Let's call it quits here, guys. So more on this later, plus the unboxing video that I've with help from friends filmed in 2013. That's going to come out one day. Happy 2015. Bye!